Today on Free Field Training, we are looking at the ThruNite TC20. Now the TC20, in this review, we will be looking at from the perspective of a police patrolman or a security guard and how it can be an effective tool for a tactical situation. Now the ThruNite TC20 is not a police duty light. It's not a security duty light. It's not the type of light that we would use for everyday tasks in police and security work. The reasons for this are many, and we'll get into those as we go on with the review. But I'd like to talk for a second about what the TC20 is. What it is a light that is extremely powerful for its size. You can see it here, me holding it in my hand. The TC20 has a turbo mode, which, let's be honest, is the only mode anybody's really interested in, of 3,800 lumens. And the company says it will run at that lumen mode for 130 minutes. That is an astounding amount of light, but really the only way to show you what that's like is to show you this light being used out in the field. So I'm going to run in a few test shots that I did of the light down a standard residential alley, the light across a large field, and the light in a suburban neighborhood. As you can see, the TC20 puts out an incredible amount of light. It has pretty good throw and boatloads of flood, but what is unusual about this light is that it is useful flood. You can light up an entire neighborhood. You could light up a backyard and the next backyard and the next backyard. Now, why would this be useful? Well, it would be useful for when we're searching for people or searching for things. If we get called to an area for a shots fired call and we're looking for shell casings on the ground, the TC20 is almost a perfect tool for that task. If we're checking the area for a missing child at night or a missing elderly adult, someone that has Alzheimer's and might be walking down gangways or alleys, the TC20 puts out more light than the spotlight on my squad car. It puts out more light than the headlights on my car. It puts out more light than high beams. And it's portable, it's handheld, and it's USB rechargeable. Which means this is something that can be thrown into a duty bag and then just plugged in and used whenever we need it used. It makes it very easy to keep the light charged and have it as a grab-and-go option away from the squad car. Now with all of that, why do I say it's not useful as a duty light? Normally, the more light the better with a duty light, especially outdoors, correct? Well, the one problem that I have with this light is the UI. While the UI is great for the purposes that I'm talking about, it's not so great as a duty light because there's no momentary. The light is a click on, and then hold to change outputs system, with a double click for turbo mode. Now you might have noticed something about this light that I really like, and that is that when you click the light on, there's a little light on the button there that's an indicator for how much energy is left in the light, so you know when you're going to have to plug it in soon. Blue means that the light is between 21 and 100% charged. So if the light's blue, that means it's pretty good to go. When it goes to red, that means it's between 11 and a 20% charge. It's time to plug it in. If it's flashing red, that means it's between 1 and 10% charge, and you know that you're going to lose the light pretty soon. And if it's off, obviously, the thing isn't working. Now, the TC20 doesn't come with a pocket clip. It's a little fat to be putting right into a pocket anyway, but it does come with a belt pouch with a little slide on the back to put it onto a belt, and with the charging cable, which is just a standard USB. The kind of output that this puts out and the ability that it gives you to have a floodlight and spotlight and a boatload of light output all in a handheld size using just a single LED does not come cheap. This light is currently retailing for $89, but for what it gives you, I think it is a very good option if it's within your budget. Of course, this would also be useful for a lot of other things. I imagine this would be an awesome light for camping, although I'm filming this in the winter and didn't have the time to take it camping. And it would be really great for people who own a lot of property and have an enormous backyard. The ability to have a light that can light up 4 or 5 acres that you can keep in a cargo pocket would be really awesome. So while not cheap, It fills a niche in the market that I'm sure is going to come in handy for a lot of people. The link to it is going to be down in the description down below. Until next week, you guys be safe and take care of each other. I'd like to thank all the Patreon supporters, and especially the Shift Supervisor level Patreon supporters that we have listed here. Your contributions are what allows free field training to continue on and become better. Thank you.